Okay. Are we live?
We're live.
I think we are live.
If you can hear us and see us, give us a quick thumbs up so we can know that we're good to go.
Okay.
So let's
All
go
right.
for it.
Let us start. Welcome. This is our first Facebook Live.
Ever.
I am Randy Abbott. This is Sandy Abbott. We are the owners and directors of Camp Jeanne. And today we'll be talking about the 3 things you should know about summer camp.
Yeah.
So as we go along and talk about these things, we'll be writing down your questions. Feel free to ask us questions. When we're done, we'll come back to those at the end and try to answer as best we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's dive into it. All right, number 1, every camp has a personality. And that's important to know. There are, I'm sure as you've looked at camps, there are hundreds, if not thousands of camps out there. And every camp is unique, has its own feel and
Its own
flavor
flavor.
to it. Yeah, exactly. So ask yourself, what kind of camp am I looking for? What kind of camp best suits my child? Are you looking for a specialized camp, whether it's sports or education, or whether it's drama, or looking for a more traditional camp, right? You want to find out what experience are you looking for your child for them to gain or learn by the end of summer.
That's right. And another important question to ask is, does this camp have a mission? Because there is a common mission of every camp, and that's to have fun.
Right.
And that's, every camp is going to provide fun. But is there a greater goal with the camp that you're looking at? You know, with our particular camp, we are an all-girls camp, and we're aimed at building strong girls. So our goal is building these strong girls, and it definitely shapes our personality. It shapes the programs we offer and what we do day in and day out. So definitely asking, what is the mission of that camp?
Also ask, what kind of unique experiences will my child have at camp, right? All camps, we all have fun. We're going to play sports and be on the water and do a lot of fun things, right? But what unique things will my child experience, right?
For example, the
traditions, right? So what lasting experiences will they come home with? At our camp, we do Christmas in July. We do feather picking. We do these wonderful traditions that are rich and long-lasting that our campers come home feeling connected.
They feel so connected. And it's what is ever present in their mind is remembering that special evening or that day they picked their feather and got put on a team. You know, it's just that one thing that endears them to the camp.
So as you're doing your research and talking to your contacts, ask them, what unique experiences will my child experience this summer?
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
So number 2, a camp is only as good and as safe as its staff. You know, in working with a lot of parents, we know number 1 on their mind is their camper's safety and their well-being. And that all boils down to the camp directors. Who are the camp directors that you're sending your child to be with for the summer? And how are they hiring their staff? So I think it's just extremely important that you feel and your child feels 100% comfortable with these camp directors. If best case scenario, you meet them in person, you shake their hand, you talk to them, ask them questions. But if not, there are other ways. Skype calls. We are always Skype calling with potential campers and their families. FaceTime, it makes it so easy. Talk and ask questions. You know, you need to come away from that conversation with 100% confidence in who you're sending your child to for the summer. They become your child's mom and dad for the summer, you know.
And really, you know, your child's safety and well-being, the buck stops with the director. So really gauge their level of involvement as you're looking at camps, right? How quickly do they respond? How involved are they answering your questions? Because that's really important. You want to feel really comfortable that this person has your child's best interest and knows your child while they're at camp. So.
Right.
And also, keep in mind their response time, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, as you're emailing, asking questions, texting, you want to make sure they respond to you quickly. Imagine at camp, if you have a question or need answers or something happen, you want to feel like they respond to you quickly and are very attentive to your needs. So it's important to know.
Most definitely. And, you know, a way to get a really good gauge on this is read the reviews. It's so easy now to go online, look up camps, read their reviews, talk to other parents that have been to that camp and find out what they have to say. So definitely knowing that a camp is only as good as its staff and as safe as its staff as well. And speaking of safety, we should mention that, you know, camp safety should be at the forefront of every camp director's mind, and it certainly is ours. We are accredited by the American Camp Association, and as you're doing your homework looking for camps, you should look for that kind of accreditation. that assures there are certain protocol and systems in place that assure safety.
You have to do a lot of things to be a part of those organizations.
Yeah, you do.
Involving safety. So you want to make sure they're part of something like that.
Yeah, and ask questions about medical staff on site. We have a medical professional that is there at camp 24/7 providing that assistance. If, campers get a boo-boo, there's always somebody there to help with that.
Right.
So,
no doubt. And then number 3, staying connected with my camper. It should be easy.
It should be easy.
Yeah,
especially in this day and age.
Yeah, well, and today we're so used to reaching our children within seconds, right? They've all got a phone. You need them, boom, there they are. But camp is different, and camp should be different. Most camps are tech-free camps.
Yeah,
and that's a very good thing to kind of get disconnected from that.
Connected with the camp experience.
Right. So you want to make sure that you can communicate with your child quickly and effectively, right? There's always snail mail. It takes anywhere from 2 to 5 days to get there. But if your child's at camp for a 2-week session, that goes by really quick. And by the time they get your letter, they're halfway through their experience, or your letter from them. So you want to ask the camp, what are the best ways, or how quickly can I communicate with my child, right? For example, at our camp, we use a system to where you literally can receive confirmation or communication within 24 hours.
Yeah. So it's kind of a combination of old-fashioned versus new tech. Campers write home, handwritten letter. We scan and email it then home. So parents are seeing that handwritten letter, which I think is so important.
Yeah. Pictures and drawings on it.
Yeah, definitely. And then parents are able to then from home type back on an email. They can attach a photo to be printed, and they're on some fun stationery to come back to camp. So within that 24 hours, they have communicated both ways.
Back and forth. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's great. And let's not fail to mention photographs.
Picture says 1,000 words.
Asking how often does your camp publish photos? Yeah.
Because you want to see your child, you want to see their face, you want to see them smile, you want to see them having fun. We have kids, we know, we totally get it, and it's so reassuring to see your child picture, plan activity, and smiling. You just know that, okay, everything is okay. They're fine. They're happy and they're healthy. So ask how often they post pictures.
Yeah. Something else that we do that parents really enjoy is we publish a daily blog or newsletter. And that just kind of gives that little opportunity for parents to be a fly on the wall at camp. We all wish we could be there with our kids at camp to see how they're doing. And so it just gives that little insight to what's going on. And that really is helpful with writing letters back and forth. You can inquire about that special activity or that special meal. And so it's really nice to have that daily update as to what your child is doing at camp.
So ask about that. Also ask about visiting days. A lot of camps have parent day, visiting days, where you can come, you can see camp, you can see your camper, that kind of thing. Also, when you drop your camper off, if you're dropping them off at camp, a lot of camps do tours. We do tours at our camp. And it's great for you to experience camp. You can go to the waterfront, go to the dining hall, go to their cabin. That way you get a feel of what camp is. So when your camper comes home and talks about, it was so cool at the lake, or we had the best meal, you've been there, you've experienced it, you know what it's like, and that just kind of brings you into that experience.
That's right. Well, if you have a question, we're about ready to wrap it up, so get that to us as quickly as you can. We'd love to answer any questions about summer camp in general or our camp, Camp Jeanne d'Arc. Just a quick plug. We are Camp Jeanne d'Arc, an all-girls summer camp in upstate New York, and we are a well-organized, tech-free camp with a focus on building strong girls so that your daughter can come away empowered with the skills and the confidence she needs to be successful. So that is Camp Jeanne d'Arc, and we're so glad we got to share some good tips for you today. 3 things that you should know about summer camp.
Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions first? I don't think we must have nailed it. I think we covered it all.
Yeah,
there's no questions.
Just to review, the 3 things you should know about summer camps. 1, every camp has a personality, so do your homework so that you know the kind of camp that you are looking into for your child. Ask about those traditions and what kind of makes the camp experience unique to that particular camp. Number 2, a camp is only as good as its staff and as safe as its staff. So ask about that. Who are the camp directors? Get to know them. The best way that you can. Get your child involved so they feel comfortable with that camp mom and dad they'll be spending the summer with. And finally, communication at camp, it should be easy. You should be able to
And
communicate easily with your camper.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Hope this was helpful. It was good for us. And our next Facebook Live is going to be February 20th.
Yep. If you have any questions that we did not answer, leave them in the comments below. We'd love to reach out to you personally to answer those questions. Also, you can reach out through Facebook Messenger, email. Check out our website, campjeannedarc.com. The spelling is here on Facebook if you don't know how to spell that. It's French. And finally, go to our YouTube channel. We have lots of videos there answering lots of questions as well. So hopefully you will get lots of answers to all of your questions. So until then,
Yep.
take
See ya.
care. Bye.
Bye.